Long ago, in the great city of Nineveh, the people had turned away from truth, lost in cruelty and corruption. Among them lived Yunus, a prophet sent to warn his people, to call them back before it was too late. Day after day, Yunus walked the streets, warning the people that their cruelty would bring ruin upon them. But the people mocked him, turning away, unwilling to hear a warning they refused to believe. Night after night, the burden grew heavier on Yunus's heart, until frustration overtook his patience. In anger and despair, Yunus left the city without waiting for permission, turning his back on Nineveh. He journeyed toward the coast, where a merchant ship prepared to sail across the open sea. Yunus paid his fare and boarded the ship, seeking to flee far from the city and its people. The ship set sail, its single mast catching the wind, carrying Yunus farther from the city he had abandoned. Exhausted from his journey, Yunus went below deck and fell into a deep, uneasy sleep. Then the sky darkened, and a violent storm rose from nowhere, tossing the ship upon towering waves. The sailors cried out in terror, casting cargo into the sea, desperate to lighten the ship and survive. The captain went below and found Yunus asleep. "How can you sleep?" he cried, "while we may all perish?" On deck, the sailors said, "Someone among us has brought this curse. Let us cast lots to find who it is." The lot fell upon Yunus. All eyes turned toward him, and he did not deny what it meant. "Throw me into the sea," Yunus said calmly, "for I know this storm has come because of me." The sailors hesitated, unwilling to harm him, but the storm grew fiercer with every passing moment. At last, with heavy hearts, they lowered Yunus gently over the side and into the churning sea. The moment he touched the water, the wind grew still, and the raging sea began to calm. Beneath the waves, a massive shadow moved through the deep, a great fish sent by divine command. The great fish rose and swallowed Yunus whole, carrying him down into the dark depths of the sea. Inside the fish, Yunus found himself in complete darkness, enclosed within 3 layers of night: the sea, the belly, and the depth. In that darkness, Yunus realized his wrongdoing, and his heart turned fully toward his Lord in humility. "There is no God but you," he prayed. "Glory be to you, I have surely been among the wrongdoers." Day after day passed in the belly of the fish, Yunus's prayer never ceasing, his faith never wavering. Far above on the ship, the captain and sailors marveled at the sudden calm sea, believing a mercy had occurred. In the depths, the divine command came: the great fish would carry Yunus toward the shore and release him. The fish rose to the surface near a barren shore and gently released Yunus onto the sand. Yunus lay upon the empty shore, weak and exhausted, his body worn from his trial in the deep. In mercy, a gourd plant grew swiftly beside him, its broad leaves offering shade from the harsh sun. Slowly, over days of rest beneath the gourd's shade, strength returned to Yunus's weary body. With his strength restored, Yunus rose from the shore and began the long journey back toward Nineveh. The road was long and solitary, but Yunus's heart had changed, humbled, patient, and renewed in faith. Meanwhile, in Nineveh, word of the coming punishment had spread, and fear settled over the people. An elder among them cried out, "Let us turn back from our wrongdoing before the punishment falls upon us." The people of Nineveh humbled themselves, weeping and turning sincerely back toward what was right. In mercy, the punishment was lifted from them, and the dark clouds over Nineveh began to part. Yunus, still journeying, saw the city from a distance and feared his warning had gone unfulfilled. But as he drew closer, Yunus saw not ruin, but a city renewed, its people humbled and forgiven. Yunus walked through the gates once more, this time returning not in anger, but in quiet humility. The people recognized him and gathered around, grateful for the warning that had ultimately saved them. Yunus looked over the city he had once fled, now alive with renewed faith and gratitude. In quiet reflection, Yunus understood that mercy had reached both him and the people he once judged. The story of Yunus reminds us that even in our deepest despair, mercy is never out of reach. His prayer in the darkness, "There is no God but you, glory be to you," remains a lifeline for anyone who feels lost. 4,000 years later, Yunus's story still speaks to anyone who has ever run from a hard truth. Running from what troubles us never truly brings peace, only turning back, humbled, ever does. Have you ever felt like you were running from something you knew you couldn't outrun? Tell us in the comments. This has been the true story of Yunus, a man swallowed by a great fish and saved by a single sincere prayer. If Yunus's journey moved you, don't miss the next story. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell for more true sacred stories.